Hey everyone, in this video we'll place railings. We'll also go through how to create our own custom railing patterns. To place my exterior railings, I'll go to the Architecture tab and find Railing. On the Type selector, I'll ensure that I've selected the correct type. I'll also use an offset for this one. I'll do an offset from path of 6 inches. That means the railing will show up 6 inches inside of the line that we draw. In the ribbon, I can choose Pick New Host. I'll select my upper deck to host my new railing. From the draw panel, I'll use Pick Lines and select the edge of my exterior deck. I'll draw the lines counterclockwise. Notice the arrows that show up indicating the direction of my railing. I'll click the green check mark and my railing will be created. Notice that offset from path of 6 inches. If yours happens to be on the outside, you can use the flip grips in the middle to bring the offset in. To create my new railing type, I'll start with the one I've already drawn. I'll select the rail and say Edit Type. Before making any changes, I'll duplicate and rename the current type. There's a nice preview window that'll help us see all the changes we make. I'll click that. The first thing to change on our pattern is the horizontal rails. We have a current one defined as a top rail, but I'd like to add a bottom one as well. In order to do that, we'll go under the construction menu and find Rail Structure. You can hit the Edit button and insert a new rail. In the name column, you can click and rename the rail. I'd like the height of this rail to be 4 inches above my host, so I'll type 4 inches under height. I'll set the profile to be the same as the top rail above. I'll then hit OK. Notice a bottom rail has been added to my preview window. The next thing I'd like to do is get the balusters to attach to my new bottom rail. In order to do that, I'll find Baluster Placement and hit the Edit button. Notice under my main pattern, the base has been defined as the host. Remember, that's our exterior deck. I'll change that to bottom rail. I'll hit Apply. Notice the balusters are now attached to the bottom rail as a part of the main pattern. I'll change the justification of the main pattern to center. I'd also like to change my post structure. I'll set my corner post to the post I downloaded from the Load Autodesk Family tool. I want to make sure I have corner posts at each segment end. There's other options here, but for our purposes, we'll choose each segment ends. I'll hit OK. I'll hit OK one more time to accept my changes and spin in 3D holding the Shift key and the middle mouse button to see the changes that have happened at our pattern. Our corner posts are now showing up and our balusters are attached to the new bottom rail. In order for our railing to meet code, we need to have a few more posts in this. I find one of the easiest ways to do this is go into the Edit Path button. I can go to the Modify tab and find Split Element. I can also type SL. If I split my railing, I'll end up getting a post there because of how we defined our pattern. Remember, under baluster placement, we said a corner post would happen at each segment end. By splitting the pattern, we define those segment ends. I'll go and create the rest of my railing paths. I'll go to the Architecture tab and find Railing. I'll make sure that my new type has been selected and that my offset is still set at 6 inches. On the Draw panel, I can select my Pick Line tool. I'll draw all of the railings that I need. After drawing each railing, I'll go to Edit Path and split my segments so that I can get any additional posts I need. When you create a railing, you need a continuous line. A trick I like to use is create one big continuous line. You can then split the railing in 3D and delete the segments you won't need. You can then go back in and edit the path to clean it up exactly how you'd like. I should now have 3 exterior deck railings that will show up in our exterior elevations. As a reminder, in this video, we placed our exterior railings. We went through how to create our own railing type as well as edit the railing path. I hope this helps.